Well, the sun is setting at the Shenzhen Universiade Sports Center, and so is the round-robin portion of the Pacific Asia Curling Championships 2019. And as the playoffs are right around the corner, the show will continue to light the night as it does downtown in celebration of Shenzhen's 40 years of being a city. Tonight, we have the host Chinese taking on Japan in a rematch of last year's championship final. Both teams with eyes on the prize of getting to the top of the podium at the end of the week. It is session 14 as we round up round robin with 2 draws remaining. There's the teams, Japan, China. 2 teams very familiar of this event. Let's meet the teams. For Japan, their lead, Kosuke Aita. Second, Yasumasa Tanida. Their third, Tetsuro Shimizu. And skip the reigning Pacific champion, Yuta Matsumura. They take on the host Chinese with their lead, Xu Jingtao. Their second, Tian Jiafang. Third, Wang Jiyu. And the skip, Zhu Xiang. We know the 2 teams in our game have qualified. China sits atop along with Korea at 7-0, then Japan 6-1. New Zealand holds that 4th spot, 4-3 record. Australia, Chinese Taipei at 3-4. Kazakhstan, Qatar 2-5. Hong Kong 1-6, and Nigeria 0-7. With a full slate of games here as well tonight. Another 10 teams out on the ice, 5 games for the second to last time on the men's side. Here are all the games for you tonight. Australia takes on Korea on Sheet A. Sheet B, it's Hong Kong taking on New Zealand. Sheet C is our feature game, Japan, China. Sheet D is Chinese Taipei against Kazakhstan. And on Sheet E, it's Qatar taking on Nigeria. I'm Luke Coley. Thanks for tuning in, along with Rona Howie, for what should be an outstanding matchup between these 2 teams that are familiar to playing one another.
Yep, a high-quality game ahead. Both have got a lot to play for.
Last stone draw numbers. Some nice draws by Japan, winning quite easily with that last stone draw, so they'll have the hammer to start things off. They have the red stones. China will throw yellow. Xu Jingtao will start this game off for China.
And these draw shots are becoming more and more vital as the week's going on. Looks potentially 3 teams could finish level. This will come down to draw shot to determine ranking.
Well, a big rush to start this game off for China to get that right to the center line. Kosuke Aita. Lead for this Japanese team. Wants to put the corner guard out in front. Well, we've talked throughout the week, that's a pretty ideal spot for that corner guard.
Yeah, on the logo is good. Needs to be fairly close to the rings to be valuable. Otherwise, the draw is so severe at the end that you come around the guard and you poke out the other side.
A little change in the sweeping there. Xu Jingtao gets up on his own. Just a little light on both of his stones. He was wanting a tighter guard. It ends up halfway. As we see the rules, 6 ends minimum, 38 minutes of thinking time, 160-second timeout. Of course, the 5-rock free guard zone rule in effect. All those stones out in front and delivered now. Can't be removed yet.
Lines grip. Yep. 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 Yes. Yep. Lines grip. Yes. Yes. Green.
Right in top of the forefoot goes that first stone into the rings in this game.
Really nice swings on both hands.
Tian Jiafang. Also the vice skip.
Two of the Chinese players are strapping up their arms. I don't know if it's a sweeping injury or it's a preventative measure.
Right down to it, that's a big thing. That's the K-tape, they call it, to help with the muscles, sort of helps connect them. That's my technical knowledge of that. Yasumasa Tanita.
Lines grip. Green. Yes. Green. Whoa.
A really nice shot there. Freezes on top perfectly.
Yes, a real nice shot, able to put that right into the top of the 8-foot. And important keeping the angle on it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
5区4 4 5啊，上马6区啊。上马6区，感觉能黄了点。可以擦点。3 4 4区最好。4区力量可以下了
And we haven't seen a lot of this. Look, the setup of leading seconds, just the freeze and freeze on top and on top and on top and building that up in the centre line. And then later on the end, they play on it. Tended to see them move it earlier on in the ends. That's a really good shot.
Freeze right to the face and having that good angle. Japan with the hammer.
Yeah, they know they need to get this opened up.
Now Tanita trying to double peel the front. Will actually run it in, move those Japanese stones around.
Yeah, very good result, that one.
Gets the double peel, and now there's just the corner guard out in front. That's a very nice shot. Clearing the front. Puts a little more pressure on each of these shots now for China.
Yeah, it's splitting all those ones round the forefoot was a great result.
Well, hit and roll. Just that little bit. Looks like it is still just that red stone that is shot stone. Tetsuro Shimizu. An Olympian 2018. Want to get a little roll. Unable to, so now there's a chance of this double.
Okay. 1/3吧，1/3，1半吧，1半1/3之间。OK。加。
Will be an important battle at that third position, setting things up. Well, and there's a double missed. Had an opportunity to get rid of both.
So close to being perfect.
下把我顶吧。啊，我顶下把。
场地差一点，往这边打，偏皮就是点球时候稍微。ここまで来るとちょっと怪しいから。
Yeah, Japan need to be a wee bit careful here with their stone position. They don't want to leave a double. Otherwise, they could be facing 5 Chinese counters.
Tetsuhiro Shimizu always has that unique, almost locked arm as he comes out of the half. Very deliberate in his release.
It means he's got more wrist action in his release.
Wants to sit for Lee's second shot, but this one heavy and skates right through for Shimizu.
Oh, that's a big error there.
Well, look at that delivery. Watch the arm.
Really straight when it comes out. Then he bends the arm so he can play through it at release point.
Yeah, just in watching, even in practice, every time very deliberate. The backswing and the delivery. You always hear the comparison to a golf swing of going through that routine every single time. You see it, Zhu Xiang.
Yeah, he's got exactly the same pre-shot routine every single time.
The wipe on the knee, below the hand, and now ready to deliver is the skip. Zhu Xiang, 28 years old. 3 years running, the runner-up at this event.
So going for the raise, yellow onto red, goes over the top. Didn't curl enough.
Uncharacteristic, a miss there. Not an easy shot, but not the difficulty not very high.
He seemed quite happy when he played it. It maybe just didn't curl as much as he'd expected it to. But it now gives Japan the opportunity to draw the other side, lie 2.
LSD みたいなもんかい。同じぐらい。
The lefty, Yuta Matsumura. Another opportunity. They've seen one down this path now.
Weight's good.
China's had a couple chances to get out of this end without giving up 2. But missed the double, missed the short little run back. And now Zhu Xiang, like the hit. Trying to roll anywhere. Is he going to try and roll behind the corner, or is it concede the 2?
I think at this stage he's looking like conceding the 2. Even if he rolled away over, he would be in behind Japan and unlikely to be short.
3秒，3秒再小一点，3秒。离 yes。哦。OK easy。OK。Hey.
Right on the nose. Maybe seeing a little bit of a straighter spot, because that's a couple where they had to actually sweep to try and get the extra curl. So that means the open hit here for Matsumura.
Ideal first start for the first end. Nose hit for 2.
Well, it's just a clean now. A little bit of a panic, but it comes up nicely right to the nose. Great start for Japan with the hammer. They capitalize and score an early 2 against China.
센터付近のテイクは曲がるのか。てっちゃんのやつ。
An early 2 by Japan. Utilize that hammer. Now China's going to try and go to work here as we play second end feature game leader in session 14. Just one more game for these teams after this one. China, they know they will play Korea in their last game also. Both teams have qualified for the playoffs. Well, small mistakes in the back end by China allowed that 2 to stay in play. Well, we'll take a look around. Spoke of them earlier, but we'll take a look and see what Korea's got going on against Australia.
So Australia line 1, pretty well guarded. Kim Chang-min having to go for the raise. Over curling, doesn't make it. So a steal of 1 for Australia, first end.
And Australia can't really afford another loss. They come in at 3 and 4. Right now, the playoffs were set before this session. Would be New Zealand having that 4th playoff spot.
Yeah, and both these teams, China and Japan, know they've qualified. So for them, this game really is all about, you know, wanting to get the better placing for the playoffs, but also seeing how the opposition's playing the game, see what they can learn for later on in the week.
Guard left that stone open, so a chance for China to play the hit on it. There's a look at those standings. China and Korea top at 7-0. Those 2 will play in the last round robin session. Japan 6-1. The 1 loss coming at the hands of the Koreans. Well, trying to hold this one. The wide open miss, uncharacteristic for this Japanese team.
Now China need to capitalise on that miss. They have last stone. Try and get that second counter in behind cover.
哎，
14秒2。
Really good come around, completely buried.
一个人擦边停手道。
Well, you try and take advantage of your opponent's mistakes. China does, wrapping it around. Japan took advantage of mistakes in the first, scoring their 2.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Try and run this one back into the house. And we'll clip the yellow enough to spill it out. Gets out of the rings. So it's a 2-for-1 shot. You get the corner guard and you get that one out of the house.
力量上可以等，力量34，力量偏猛，
China quite happy just to put up the corner guard here.
3区没问题啊，等，结束了3区啊，
零，
跟那个平行，
不操了，操，
力量可以，
零，
可以，
哎，
Well placed. Guard completely covers the one in the house.
再往前1个球。
Leaves Japan the run back.
Yes! Yes!
This time it's Tetsuro Shimizu. That'll be the peel of that one. Little bit off, unable to get that one out of the 8 or the 12 foot.
五区，45。点球力量收一点。
Soren Gran, coach of this Chinese team. They know they have a spot at the Olympic Winter Games 2022 as the host nation. Really helping to build this program. Love to get a spot in the Worlds to try and get some momentum building towards those games.
可以等线，稍微偏大一点，
偏大不行，偏
刷
大。
的偏大一点。
对，几区
A squad of players, so it's good to get them at these international events and see how everybody performs under pressure.
五区，
Those two pretty level, not really a double on them.
No, really well placed. Oh dear.
Bob Ursel, coach of this Japanese team, was with them at the Worlds last year.
Not good if he's got his head in his hands at the second end.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Very focused.
Trying to get a hit and roll over so that the nose hit from China could maybe leave a double.
Four区，
啊，站自己的一半，脚也打不出去。
OK，
怎么样？
Well, the coaches both actually world junior champions. Bob winning in 1985 and Soren Gran in 82.
线路 K。
上把力量啊，上把力量可以擦一点，
力量，
上把力量可以擦一点，
零，
可以擦一点啊，
肩背小心，力量，
力量非常好，
可以等。
力量非常好，站。
So just choosing to ignore the Japanese counter, trying to bring another one in behind cover. This one not finishing. So 3 in a row.
下来，下来。
绝对是上把劲儿，那滑了点。
上把劲儿。
知道你在那干嘛的。
No real way to make the double. I don't think there's enough available.
Yeah, maybe if you just straight past the guard, you could move the 2.
3分の1ロールかな、右に。そしたら上にちょっと乗ってあそこに残るから。9秒。
It's pretty tight when you see it there, the way they're sitting.
Clean. Oh. Clean. Whoa. Oh, clean. Whoa. Clean. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Oh. Whoa. Oh.
Well, just a little roll front, but they'll get it right on the nose.
Nice.
打完头还往里甩。
也可以这么的呢。
对啊，
打包。
这样式不也行吗？
不好吧？
这么一甩。
打完之后，他那球回来了吧？
啊，打大波往这边甩。
打完大波那个球不得往里转吗？
我直接奔。
你力量大，反正7号就够出来。
啊，直接往里甩行
啊。
因为啥？因为我现在打完这个往这一肉，
他肯定是
他这么一找就俩。
对，基本上正好。
这个你不行甩到这儿不也行？
因为啥？我怕啥？你甩完之后，他这一球，
你意思是
对
肉蹭一点肉，
对，我怕肉进去。
那我就直接稍微可以这样。
对，直接稍微大点力量，直接甩到这儿来，可以吗？
他这球是越大，他越往里越肉嘛。然后是薄一点，稍微往中间。
你打定他能啥用啊？
打定他找不了俩啊。
对啊。
定偏一点。
那我先奔这俩找，
对啊，
不行就打定。
可以啊，
可以。
行，
你不用非得奔甩来吗？
正常顺时。
可以。
逆时不太够。
顺时针来吧。
定偏一点就有。
咱这偏一点的，这偏得偏，要
不用太偏，就稍微震过去一点就行。
要不然
过去
蹭不出去。
啊。
我顺时，本来他走的也近。
可以。
看一下。
不正常。
打定偏一点就俩。
要是那啥肉大，就一
Can't
直往
make
那
the
边
double. It's tough through there, but they're going to actually try and looks like make a roll off to the other side, separate their two.
正常，正常偏小一点啊。
It's a 2-0 game.
正常，
Shoot.
下线走。
Zuxiang wants to try and get this one to roll over, and will make the nose hit.
你击打收点点，
还是直啊？
你击打可以收点点。
So the double easier now
不好打
for Japan.
他打完他头也飞了。
他不好打。
还是直啊？哎。
后来有点掉，才到前线了。
他一直在线
上。9秒。
結構幅は広く見えるからね。この辺当たんの。
下线走，下线。下线。
Yeah, they're trying to curl this one at the end. Directional sweeping sweep with the curl. Unable to get that one all the way over. Now, Yuta Matsumura a chance to get out of the end without giving up the 2. I'll try and make the double, and look at those yellows fly. Gets rid of those 2.
And keep the shitter.
Wow. Very nice. Yuta Matsumura. That's tough to do with the big weight.
Really well played, well judged. Makes a big difference. So China can't blank the end, forcing the 1. Perfect.
Nice.
长线，
长一线啊！长一线。
Nope, needs a quiet hit. Hit it right on the nose. Man, no problem. We'll get the nose hits. So China, with the hammer, only able to get 1 back against Japan. We're through 2 ends, and it's a 1-point game.
他流里了，我看是都要
他
飞了。
放的挺极限。
啊，他掉啊，后期高哈的。
好 ，OK，可以，
还行。
可以非常好。
那场地有点偏直，就是
你击打你可以收着点。
要不然我第一个头球都是强掉下来的，完第二个稍微大一点劲儿就不带掉。力量还行，
力量还行。
就他妈没下来，你下来磕一点的，都没下来。行，你正常打就行。
正常打啊，
要不然给他1分或者还是倒地就行。
加油，
加油。
Zhu Xiang makes the hit. Stick there to score his 1 in that second end. He's trying to end a streak of 3 straight silver medals at the Pacific Asia Curling Championship. I'd love to break it with a gold medal, sending in a trip for China to the World Men's Curling Championship in Glasgow, Scotland. Japan, the reigning champions, would love to go back-to-back. Was the only loss that China had last year was the championship game.
Tough to go through a round robin unbeaten, win the semi, and then lose that final.
This is the 2019 edition. China, the home nation in Shenzhen, China. Luke Coley here with Rona Howie. It's been some big shots both ways in these first couple ends.
And we start off here with 2 well-placed guards.
And Rona, they're good because of how close they are to the ring.
Yes. It means that when you come around them, you'll be buried. You won't draw out the other side of them. If they're too high, they're not useful.
See all those guards out in front. China trying to take advantage of that 5-stone free guard zone rule.
Yes. Green.
Actually touched that second guard, and they will still get buried around that top one. Important thing, it's just top 8 foot.
China wanted to come right around here, but haven't got the weight. So looking just to freeze the top one.
Look at that one curl. Just able to get around that.
And it just shows you the distance there, what we were saying earlier about coming around guards. That guard's not hugely further away from that stone, and it's completely buried right around it.
And as we saw in the first end, get a few stones around, peel the guard. Off goes that high one. We'll see how long any stones stick around.
And that's also another benefit of the guard being fairly close to the rings. It makes it an easier run back.
Tian Jiafeng trying to run this one back. I'd love to stick both of them.
Li Yan.
While trying to hold it.
Okay.
Gets rid of that stone, but the stone they run rolls out of the rings. I don't think there's focus and intensity early in this game. You heard it there from Tian Jiafeng.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Here.
Whoa. Green. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
So no roll, sits top of the 12-foot. Couple of guards both sides could try and use. We look all the scores early on. Korea leads Australia 2-1. New Zealand 3-1 over Hong Kong. We're right in the middle, 2-1 Japan leading, and Chinese Taipei 2-0 over Kazakhstan, 3-0 Qatar over Nigeria.
Li Yan.
可以下线吗？下线。帮忙大点啊！到不了长线。32头。OK。
Back and forth. These hits go. That one hits top 12-foot.
Yes. 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 Oh. Yes.
Just didn't quite make the roll right across. Good effort.
Back and forth. Neither side able to make that perfect roll yet.
可以的哦。
力量偏大啊！
我下线。
放到
底，往外传。
不 no。
OK。出手大点儿。
Well, half shot. Wang Jiyu rolls out.
力量比上马大一点。
ボースケの感じだと重たくなかった。87。
位置。T レイン。ラインはいいよ。6。ピン。まだ曲がってないわ。7、8。
ラインは悪くないよ。ラインは悪くない。
まだ7。
ラインは悪くないよ。ウェイトだけだ。
ヤスだよ。
Yes. 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 Yes.
Real nice, gradually curl, and then you get a good finish in behind, especially that corner guard that's tight to the rings.
Yeah, finishes really nicely. It's completely buried in there.
塌陷这么粘一个也行。
可以中间选一打，然后再粘。
先粘一个啊 ，OK， 粘一个。他13.8。
对，差不多。
OK。
我看
说卖咱的球。
也是。
啊，乔啊，我感觉可以往中间选一个，因为他说卖是咱的球，它上面是咱的球。
往中间它打开的话，
它打开了咱再粘呗，或者是站呢，因为咱上面是咱的球，他说往卖他也不好整。
也可以。
因为你要是粘边上，他就选了，他选你反粘他，咱就不好整。中间。
So a change of mind.
Yeah, he's got Wang Jiyu down there. He's having a conversation. Very vocal, thinking, even we got to be perfect to do that. If we're going to play the come around, we might as well come around our own.
Yeah, because if they drew to the corner and didn't lie short, Japan just split the house with it to lie two.
线路非常好，离。
稍微小一点，差一点。
And always better to get round the centre guard first.
Oh, big scrum, gotta sneak it past the guard. And it just dives at the end and will get in. Another mistake here from Zhu Xiang. Japan opportunity, try and score two.
鉄のが9点。インサイドアウトか。
安野も安がこう投げて
ラストのウェイトはちょうどよかったね。
曲がってたんで
中っぽかったけど曲がってたから9か。ノースで。9。
So where does he want to roll to? He's going to make the hit, but where would he love to place this?
He doesn't want to leave a double. If he can hit and roll out to the other wing, lie two separated. Are China going to take the gamble and come around the centre guard? I think you're going to see them hit one. Just a roll out to the wing. It's pretty good there. Now China either have to get the hit and roll perfectly behind cover.
That's a long roll to hit perfectly.
It is. But they can't risk coming around the guard and leaving a shot for three.
相手のさリードしちゃったさ曲がんなかったと思うんだよ、ここに乗った風だったけど見え方は多分結構ギリギリなところなんじゃないかと思う。その前は相手も曲がってるしきっとそうね、
稍微劲儿稍微大一点。OK。
So we'll try and make this roll. Chinese skip. Comes in 7-0.
哇，张张偏小一点啊！拆线。
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh no no no. Oh no.
Not getting to the inside.
Right.
It's not overthrowing these hits. One are just maybe on release or over icing.
稍微直。
这边直。
13.5 ぐらい。
Yeah, because he's not throwing huge weight. It's a pretty controlled weight he's throwing. So either playing them out at release point or just taking too much ice.
相手のは14秒で前に当たってる感じかな。で、うちはあれより石1個
So
分
by
広げ
rolling
てるから
outside a little bit,
こっち側行くのとあんま変わんないと思うんだけど。
Matsumura has the draw. Doesn't have to hit. He can just full 12 foot or better. Chance at a second two in this game.
Textbook start for Japan.
前はいいよ。いいよ
Take twos with a hammer and force one without.
ラインはいいよ。ラインつけ。
前はいい感じよ。
If he
ライン
makes
はいい
this
感じ
one,
だよ。上つけだけだ。
上つけ。
ちょうどセンター1個超えるぐらいかな。
13.6。
Clean, always a good sign. This one guides right in. Perfect weight, right to the button. It goes for Yuta Matsumura. Nonchalant. I just got a second deuce and a 4-1 lead in a huge game against China in round robin play.
どこもそんなもんなんだろうね。
ああ、今ね、どこ投げても同じだ。
もうあんま重い感じはない。
こっち側のドローがどうなるかぐらいだね、今ね。
これなんか。
中から。 外だよ。ちょっと外目。
ちょっとラインは待ちたいけど。打球よりは
Kosuke
外にいる。
Aida,
ちょっと外目。
Japan get us started as we play end number 4. Blue Cola here, Rona Howie in the Pacific Asia Curling Championships 2019.
ウェイトは大丈夫そうだね。そのままだ。
Twos with the hammer, fours without.
切るだけ。
As you said, Rona, textbook curling so far. They'll try to continue it now.
And Japan haven't done anything too clever. They've just played their shots well and forced China into making errors.
Yeah. Surprisingly, Zhu Xiang has struggled with his game today. Not just the draws, he wrecked on one in the last end. A couple of hits, just hitting on the wrong side.
3区没问题啊。擦一擦，擦一擦，擦一擦，擦一擦，擦一擦。
掉线了，我
3区，
我
二区，
我
擦一擦，
我买不行，两边站一起，
OK，
有点掉大。
可以，力量可以。
And you know, sometimes when you've gone through years of, as he did last year, winning all these games, winning the semi and losing the final, psychologically you think, are you actually better dropping a game and lose one in the round robin?
Better to lose this one than one in the playoffs.
Never good to lose a game anytime, but psychologically they might not be too bothered if they didn't win this game.
Well, both teams have their eye on that one seed trying to get into the playoffs. Japan does have the one loss to Korea. China wins this one and Korea wins their game. That would end up being a game tomorrow for first place. Japan wins this and Korea wins. Then it gets into draw shot challenge. Korea has been very good on their draw shot challenges, along with Japan. So it's China, if they want to be finish first, they're going to need to come up with a win in this one.
Okay.
They've been a little bit off in this game. That one on the guard, slides in for shot.
Whoa. 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 8.3。8.3。11号吧，还是要哪个？号码。
Let's look in. Now New Zealand and Hong Kong, 3-1 New Zealand leads.
New Zealand line 3. Jason Chang
Should be a bit less. Line's good. All you guys.
going for the draw. Has to navigate past
Line should be
some
okay.
guards.
Wait only. Wait only, guys.
This needs to be fully in the 8 foot. Line's good. How's the weight? Yeah, perfect. Right into the 4 foot. So a score of 1. Hong Kong tighten the score to 3-2 after 3.
New Zealand right now, the 4 seed, coming in at 4 and 3. Scott Becker and his Kiwis finished 4th last year.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa. 대장. 대장. Yes. 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 Go scat. Yes. 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 Yes.
A couple rollouts by Tanita. That one a little more tricky than his first hit. The bigger weight hit rolled out.
5区线路可以，5区线路很好，5区还能哦
6区
线路非常好，
6区提线，
那先倒，提线，
要提线后了，
那先倒，
提线后了，
先倒，
提线，不行，还是倒。
对，13秒5，
稍微大一点，
提线，
稍微大点哈。
对。
So they come around, try to follow it right down.
ラインはいいよ。ラインはいいよ。悪くないよ。6。ラインはいい感じだ。
ライングッ
7。
クリーン
ウェイツグッ。
ウェイト
ウェイツグッ。クリーン。
クリーンウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォーウォー Great, good. 13.5.
Right on the corner. That's what they had to do, playing behind the corner.
10区，稍微掉点儿，磕到这儿也，磕位最好，够吗？
There is enough of a swing here if you just play a background tap back weight.
差不多感觉。
Could get to the inside of that red.
差不多吧。
Tap it back and have your 2 yellows behind cover.
小儿堂，不用太大劲儿，就10区就行。
It will swing enough to do just that.
Go. 力量10，后
Real big effort. Get by the front. Look at this. Not just tap it back. Tap it back to line 2.
好球，
Really well played. Great shot. Great sweeping. All round. Good team shot.
真是纯靠擦边。
There's not many sports that all 4 members of the team are involved in a shot. You've got the thrower, you've got the 2 sweepers, really influential, and the skip calling line.
好球，好球。
どんなレースかな。ラインはいいよ。ラインをさっき一緒。
The effort of this freeze, but it's got to be even more precise. A little bounce allowed the tap back.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Now it's Japan's turn to the team shot.
Theirs is over curling though. China still lie 2.
They're set up in good positioning right now.
咱俩届，
咱俩届。
哦，我不太想往中间投。
给中间放开。
啊，
在这儿扎一个的。
那没，
反正我不太想往中间投。
因为这弧线都能打掉。完了粘一个好一点。
打定，我怕他还往这投。
他肯定是往这儿投，
咱也打不出去。
那你只能要不你就是往中间投牵他。
啊。 投这个，
要不你就往
这投，他悬着了，他肯定粘你。他只要赢那俩，他指定粘你。
漏飞这样。
那我就，他往这投去呗，我往这儿投，近一点。
他再磕不太好磕了，我觉着。
他不磕，他应该在这直接就往这儿粘。
他也就是无非是往这儿。
这个比较好一点，
对呀，
可能也就打甩。
啊，我就往这一投呗。
可以，
这8区也行。投这甩死咱也给我打。投到这儿，他粘咱这个不赢这个，咱回手。
对啊，他打甩了，他也是露出来。他要是甩大了，
要是投到这儿，他要是粘咱不赢，咱再旋。
对呀，
可以。
喜欢往哪投？
后去整。
这个位置。
行，这么投吧。可以这么投吧。
稍微往这边点。OK。
Discussion.
8区.
What's your nomination at this point? They talked about freezing the back 4-foot, draw behind the center, the red guard.
Yeah, they're lying really well at this end, and they don't want to lose that advantage. I think they think if they came around the red guard, if Japan raised that up, they could then be lying short guarded. So trying to keep it simple, but keeping the pressure on Japan. A freeze in the back red's a good call at this stage. It's keeping it open when they've got last stone.
And if Japan played the freeze back, they're risking an even bigger end.
Yeah. And it is open then for China to hit if they're freezing that one.
力量。
Does need to be back. It can't afford to be short and leave a hit and roll.
No. They're better leaving it just high there. Just bite the 8 foot and no more.
sorry. OK， 可以。
It's into lie 3.
出来没给动，
你要给一点就差不多了。
我觉得他不能太冒险站着。
他不能。
Real thin to play any sort of double.
Very thin, but even if they bounced off their own red and rolled off it to bite the 8 foot, they could lie maybe second shot or even first.
こっち行くのはちょっとリスクだね。微妙だ
But
と
it's
思う。
very
しかも追い込まれるし
precise
ね。
roll. The view from the coach's bench.
I've
seen this before. This is very thin. You're just redirecting.
They've got options with it though. See, they can catch it thin, but they can also use their own red as a buffer.
Trying to get this to curl a little bit. They got to make contact at all. And he will miss everything except for the back one. That was his own.
Oh, China call a timeout.
Here's this release. See if he didn't like it right out of his hand.
He didn't seem to play it out at all. I think it just didn't curl as much as they thought it would. It's obviously not going to move much at that weight.
And you normally see a timeout later in the game, but China decides this is a good opportunity for a big end. Call the timeout.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes it's always hard to make the shot when you are lying well. Where is the best place to put it?
Okay, so guys, of course we have to be sure to take our 3, yeah? Yeah. I don't want to move the yellow 6 because the split can always get it wrong for us. So my suggestion is to either draw on that side to lie 4, yeah. Or to come around the red then. Yeah. Yes, so something there, yeah.
Come on the right.
Something like that, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he don't have the triple there.
因为他是没有3飞角，他说你至少确保3分，有机会打4分。
你问他有没有什么更好的，就是不往前去走的。
Any other better choice?
I think that try to come around there, top, yeah, a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper.
或者再低一点，再深一点，深一点。
Don't leave easy double,
不给他留一个很简单的小飞。
其实留大波可以，就是我感觉要是来不了。
Then he's open. Unlike maybe most down there, but it's difficult to get there.
OK。还有这后面也行，反正要往后虚头贴着过下线擦，擦到这儿，
一直这块儿也行，这边
这块投不过来，关键是。
拿逆时针打点。
不是这块儿吧？他一打不就仨吗？
对呀，
你顺时针基本上贴着过了一顿下线擦，差不多能擦到这个位置。
这块位置好像打完了，这球夹这儿了。
没问题，
你感觉往这投吗？
可以，
要不就往这投，要不就再往低下一点，
稍微高一点，看看力量呗。
就是5区呗。
行。
Well, they use their timeout.
他容易夹大波。
这个位置，
又被选死来。
Talked a few shots through. You saw Soren Gran, their coach, come out with their translator to.
哪个球都能找。
Do you draw behind? You don't. He didn't like moving that one in the top part because the split ends up. You don't move far enough. You leave a double or a triple. Nope. Go around that red guard, but not leave an easy double.
Or a freeze. You can't be back tee.
感觉可以差点啊，4秒。
5区，4、5，刷位置。
5区，5区，
只是力量，力量可以差点，可以
下线，
可以下线，可以下线，
还行，
只是力量掏，
还行，
力量可以，
5区，
力量比较近，
等，有点深了，
弄一点也没事，主要是前血，
no， 哇吼，
停不下了，
不擦了，没事。OK。
Yeah, because Japan, you know, coming too far, Japan follow that, you're killing your end, you know, by, and I think that's what Soren was trying to say to them, you know, don't leave Japan something to freeze or an easy double.
Well, here's the question now. Play the same shot Matsumura just played. Could you get 3?
You could,
幅わかるんだったらチャンスはある。
but if he follows that down,
4点で
freezes
ワンダウン
on
は
top,
悪くない。ここで跳ね
he
て5
kills
点をよ
3
りはいいかな。
Chinese counters.
很接近或者天顶线，你就跟他多交流就行。
So you take a treble, but you play the perfect freeze, you're doing the same job, getting rid of 3.
Well, looks like the hit is the call that he just played. And he's tightened up the ice, so almost like that one just ran very straight on him on his first.
I would say don't leave your opposition the same shot twice. And they have. Playing the perfect freeze would put more pressure on China's last stone.
Needs to make this. Whatever he calls, needs to make. Yuta Matsumura. Well, very close. Get 1, 2. Just caroms off of his own. There's still a chance at 3. Opportunity to tie the game up with the double made. A little thinner, and they make this. Might not make that other double though if they hit it any thinner.
No, if they hit it thinner, they wouldn't have lifted that one off the center.
So the first few ends have been a struggle. Now, Zhu Xiang, chance to tie this game up in the 4th end.
感觉场面大点啊！场面大，
离
离
还可以，
离
行，
二，
没事，离
离，
Well,
easy。
Broom's down,
上，
cleans it up.
好球。
There's a 3 for China. Broom's in the air, so we are all tied up through 4 ends of play. One end by China, and they needed it. 4, 4. And look at, China knows that was a big score by them to tie things up.
正好失去力量，正好磕塞一点，
基本就是靠草坪，
那个
不草坪好。
现在很基本上你就是小点劲儿。捉えても2点だね。あそこのダブル近いから。 不行，2-3，还行，可以到动线，没问题啊，3区，可以动线，非常好，可以动线。
Well, China hadn't had a whole lot going for them in the first 3 ends, but end number 4, they strike big with the triple. Just like that, a 6-end game now.
16秒。
Japan does have the hammer, so we play end number 5.
良さそうだよ。ライン付け。止まりそうに見える。ラインはいいよ。ライン付け。2半。2。ライン付け。ライン付け。ウェイトだけ。ラインはいいよ。ウェイトだけ。ライン付けだ。ライン付け。ラインはいいよ。ウェイトだけだ。 15.6。
4-5，下路比刚才稍微大一点，
可以擦
5区，
可以
可以加线，
可以的。
这球掉人道，这球掉人道。
在线正常。
One of the things about curling, Mona, is that you can have 3 solid ends, a 4-1 lead, and then you give up a couple loose shots, and all of a sudden you're all tied.
OK，
Yep, one shot can turn an end.
Well, New Zealand will need 1 shot. They have a couple in there. What does Scott Becker have?
Trying to nick the red stone out. Second and third shot. Sweeper's trying to hold the line. Does nick his own, but it stays enough, and it's a score of 2 for New Zealand. Extend their lead to 5-2 after 4.
Just by that much, able to get there too. Look again over Australia and Korea.
Korea lying 1 on the button. Knows there's not really an easy draw to get to it.
Kim Chang-min.
Well, tried to pick and roll, but it looks as though it's just a 1. So Korea tie it up, 3-all after 4.
Yeah, I think he's trying to do around the house and try and move his own off to that other red and bring a couple into play.
有点鲁莽。
这真小啊，我看着是。
So Japan now trying to move Grant out front.
Here's all the scores. Australia, Korea all tied up at 3. Hong Kong trailing New Zealand 5-2. We're tied 4-4 in the 5th. Chinese Taipei 3-1 leaders over Kazakhstan, and Qatar 5-1 up on Nigeria.
可以走一走。3-4之间啊，可以擦点。
线路很好。
力量可以擦，力量小一点。3-4，3区，正常擦，小一点。不许丢人大。力量小点啊。
能过来吗？
站位，3区，3站位。
Look at them work.
Sorry.
Sweat dripping down.
力量稍微小一点啊。
See the players even warmer. Not a lot of jackets being worn out there so far here at this championship.
行没事。
赤の内側当てていけない？黄色は残っちゃうかも。ちょっと離れてるから。赤の内側当てていけない。3つはちょっと厳しい。
Yep, Jamie Barassa and his ice crew have done a great job of keeping the ice at a good speed all week. So warm outside.
And Rona, how big is this end now for Japan after giving up 3?
Yeah, it's important here. They just calm things down a bit. They'll be a bit annoyed about that last end, but they have to bin it. Look at the scoreboard. They're peels with the hammer, so try for your 2 or the blank. Go into the 6th end. Refreshed and ready to go again. We've still got control of the scoreboard. And it wasn't anything major, it was really good play by China and just a couple of half shots from Japan.
Yeah, you make your 8 shots, you get a half shot from your opponent. You can easily set things up, especially with the 5 rock rule. Just like that, another nice come around. No real angles on any guard either.
I think you'll see Japan clear off both these guards now. Yuji Matsumura knows he needs some kind of shot with his last stone.
Yes, 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 yes.
Nose hit on that peel will leave the guard still in play. There is still a draw to the button at this point. But they're hoping to roll all of those guards off with that previous shot.
Yeah, so by leaving that guard, China are basically double guarding here.
下楼 K， 3、
23之间，
正常就行。
23之间，可以擦点，力量偏小点。
You find that when there's a momentum swing, the big end.
离
2区2之间，
稍微静待就行。可
以2区。
哇，
快3了，23之间。
哇，离中间不够过就行。哇，OK， 好球。
So a good guard. Again, Japan will have to clear. Could try and run this back, try and open the two around the 4 foot, spread them about a bit.
Well, let's look right next to us. Chinese Taipei against Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan line 2. Randy Shen.
Wow.
Playing.
Wow. Double. Wow.
Going for the hit. Can he get the double? And he does. Shooter rolls out though. So it's a score of 1 for Chinese Taipei. And they extend their lead to 4-1.
Heard the audible say, double. Let's make sure we get the double and get her one that way.
这么投吧？
Well, the run back up. Both of those Chinese stones out of the 4 foot. Kicks that one to the 12 foot.
5、6啊，5、6。14秒。OK， 你那5区那就14秒。啊。
这边可以提点，这边全是双起4的。
13秒9，13秒8。
嗯，差不多13秒8吧。
OK， 看点后期。
The only benefit for Japan here is if China do come around, it's red guards that they can raise up. But this one is cutting fast.
On it right away, and this one to almost to the nose of that guard.
力量还行。
他边上可能双太大。
这边全是双。
我是不是这个球有点太大
Trying to figure out what happened on that.
It's maybe started out much wider in the froster. Need a bit more running out there. So Japan have got plenty cover to roll behind. Still set up their 2 yet.
センターまで行きたい。
Lefty Yuta Matsumura.
And that's where China earlier on, Zhu Shiyang, he went for the inside roll and caught it on the outside as well. So there's maybe a straighter patch there that's catching them both out, because Japan there can afford to roll right across the rings and stay behind cover.
Yeah, lots to hide behind. Catching them both sides a little bit in that spot. Another opportunity to play this come around.
力量可以倒啊，请带6区提线，提线后，等等线路，提线后，提线，克力大着点，停线，嗨，支援，我操，
They're very casual with it. It was not very, not even thinking it was going to be on the guard.
And he took more ice there than he did with his last one. And it's still really pulled. It's just taking the weight right off it when it starts curling there.
So a few mistakes, and Matsumura has to be happy he's going to be able to get out of this with a blank. A tie game. Late sweep on this one to try and get by, but they'll end up hitting the guard, meaning throw through. Matsumura looks right in behind the line to see what it's doing in this spot, the same spot he missed on his first one. Wanted to get a good look at it again. Hero in this fifth end is a blank, so that means a 4-4 game into the break. China against Japan.
但是可以，就是有点掉线，然后还稍微有点两速，没事啊。没事。
我看出来挺猛劲儿，我都不看太了。
Well, first end got off to a great start for Japan. Good clearing shot by Tanita, opens things up, allows this quiet hit. Matsumura to score 2, and an early strike with the hammer in this game. Third end, another setup by Japan, able to maneuver around, got a miss. Zhu Xiang, Matsumura draw. 12-foot or better, chance to get his second 2 in the first 3 ends of this game. No problem there, right into the 4-foot. And the deuce for Japan. But a big end, the 4th end. After a missed triple, only gets 2 on Matsumura's last. Zhu Xiang, opportunity to make the hit and stick. And they can put 3 on the board and tie this game up like so. Here's the other scores. Midway through session 14, Australia, Korea tied at 3. Hong Kong trails New Zealand 5-2. We're tied heading to the second half of our game. And Chinese Taipei 4-1 up on Kazakhstan and a 5-1 Qatar lead over Nigeria. These are the standings the way we sit. Just a couple of sessions left. Right now, China, Korea, Japan all into the playoffs. First, second, third seeding still to be determined. New Zealand holds on to that 4th playoff spot at the moment. Australia, Chinese Taipei still in the hunt, while Kazakhstan and Qatar 2-5, Hong Kong 1-6, Nigeria 0-7.
If you want to play the 6th down real tough, I'm okay with that. Of course, we put up the bar. And we create the same situation we did now. We can try to go for a steal. No problem with that. But also remember one thing, guys. If we get to a situation where we can blind, that's okay. Because then we force them in the 7th. You have to take it, right?
They hit, bump around, we peel. They hit, bump around, we peel, run something in.
make a double out of the end, right? Maximum we give is 2, maybe, right? If we were down 3, we want them to put a guard up so that we can use it, right? So that big point, we get up lead again. Let's make sure we're bringing the play in the house and we can start smashing. Right? So let's just go back to the start of this game and how we were.
Well, in the start of the game, it was Japan leading early. Here's the stats through 5 ends. 4-4 tie game. Overall percentage, 78% for Japan, 80 for China. Draw percentage, 84 for Japan, 81 for China. Hit percentage, 74 to 79 in favor of China. No stolen points, and a tie game the second half coming up. We are right in the middle here of the Shenzhen Universiade Sports Center. A 4-4 game. Good matchup as we expected coming in. Luke Coley here with Rona Howie. 2 interesting conversations had in the breaks. China talking a little strategy. I don't mind if you go after it in 6. Says their coach Soren Gran, and Bob Ursel in Japan says they talked a little of the 4th end. If that situation comes where we get up late, how you go about it. Also, let's get back to where we were early in the game as they were controlling those first few ends. Kosuke Aita, 85% on the game.
ラインはいい感じ。ちょっと近そう。まだ曲がってない。はしそうだけど、ちょっと走ってそうに見えるよ。まだ。グリーン。ナイス。14.2。
Oh, real good spot for that first guard. 85% as well. Chu Jingtao.
还等，一刷不撒，不，哎，粘上了，好像，放到底吧，不能粘上了好像，我一刷不撒，加分 ，no， 你俩换不换球？球换不换？7吧，7换了，加分，你把那7投了，
差一点吧，
加分，你把。
Well, Kosuke Aita asked to play the hit, try and roll it off to the side a little bit.
3、5、やったやせ。いや、全く曲がんないよ。あ、上いていいよ。全く曲がってないよ。
Wow.
ウェイトはいいですか？うん。悪くないよ。曲がってないよ。広いよ。
Japan just starting to look as though they're not as comfortable out there as we have seen them this week.
Tian Jiafeng, 90% at the second position.
你下可以擦点啊！
不用，
刷了。
2区刷的少一点。不，下线。
可以下线。
没问题。一点问题没有。
我力量。一点没问题没有。下继续。 2下线再来点，2，go，喂 ，sorry， 还行，不行，稳住，压上中线了，没有，差了半个球吧。
OK， 但是这个旋转可以多点哦。
できるならこっちの方がいい。ぐらい。
Look at how they move those off the center line. That's the danger stones right now.
いいよ到3枚からグリーングリーン Yes 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 シュート
Make the hit. They roll that one off to the side.
10.3 我感觉还行，我感觉还行，4-5，5区，
等等，哎，线路小一点，
线路非常好，投，
还行，
正常擦就行。
5区啊，6，稍微大一点，
不用下，不用下，
还行，再等，可以等，
不用下线啊，
不下了，下负了。
No，要停啊，
哎。
Well, it goes right down to the button, in behind that guard, but actually peeks out the other side.
Green. Yep. Green. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Working hard to hold the line here. Just next to the guard.
Well, do they
Gets
get
lucky.
Oh, do they ever? That's a good break for Japan.
10.3。ちょっと遅いか。10.3。
They touch the guard, they go off the other guard and raise it in onto that yellow stone, protected.
力量可以操到2区。还行，我感觉还行。
线路有点小啊，中线就行。
力量偏小点啊，到2-3。
一个人就行。放到底。No。
OK。
That guard will over curl, just like that. Fortunate break for Japan. The over curl.
Absolutely, they can see enough hit and roll behind that corner cover. They're lying too guarded. How an end can turn.
Yes, yes. Yes. High. Green. Go. Yes, 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 yes,
They really want this roll, try and get it over as far as possible.
10.6、10.0。
Fully buried, still a little bit visible.
Yep, chance now for China to hit and
Okay.
go over behind the yellow cover.
%on the game. Wang Jiyu.
长线偏小，
先等。
等等。
离。
长线之间。
2。
Well, get by the front. Now catch enough to hit and stick. But it's going to roll too far, and it will be second shot.
Yeah, just overswept a bit. They were expecting it to really pull. Played a down weight.
贴好像贴边过了。
啊？
贴边过了。
贴边过了。ここは滑ってそうですかね、センターの。こっちよりは普通に行ってくれそうな感じが
Both these teams so athletic, so strong with their sweeping, controlling the stones. Katsuro Shimizu, a little lower, 70%.
8-0。5。6、7。前はいいよ。7、8、当たる？ 8、
ギリギリギリ。
当たる。
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa! Yes!
yes, yes, yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. Nice save.
Have two in the 8-foot now.
12.8。往后边朝。
咱们赢的这边。
可以，实在不行站这儿呗也行。
这儿吧。
And both buried.
往这悬吧。
咱这不赢了。
贴着那个过，基本上。OK， 可以。
选死为主。
OK。
可以。
选吧，那别的地方不赢了，太兴了，晃了这球。12秒多
啊，
结果
这就是大喊地的。
多少
？13秒8左右吧。
6区。
选死为主。
This looks real tough, this port to navigate with the amount of curl that they get.
Yep, you're coming off the high guard and behind. It's a tough line.
Zhu Xiang has had a rough start to this game, 50%. Had those struggles early, but made those 2 shots in the 4th end.
底线等线，底线6 clean 顶线
clean 还可以等
clean clean
2还可以等。
下线，
下线老三，下线。
Makes that port look easy to get through.
OK，
Lovely shot.
好家。
Wow. To the eye, it looked real tough to get through and makes it no problem right to just back of the tee line.
ちょっと難しい。
3のロール相手。
Yep, facing 2 and
悪くはないよね。そんなに簡
he
単ではない
really made that count.
ただタップしてこうなるときついのか。取らされちゃう。
We'll slide right next door and keep an eye. Chinese Taipei against Kazakhstan.
Chinese Taipei line 2. Abele can just bat. Looking for a double. Makes it no problem. And it's a score of 3.
Good shot for the youngster, the 25-year-old, to tie that game up. Youngest team in the event. Team on the ice only been curling for 10 years combined.
いやそれでダメだった時に見えなくなっちゃうの微妙じゃないかい。
Japan have got a good setup at this end. They don't want to be forced to take their one.
悪くないね。ここに残った場合は外から行けるよね一応ね。いやそれは悪くないね。
If they nose that outside red, it would come back red onto yellow.
They looking to maybe double peel their own. Shinyave, the alternate. Bob Ursel, coach, watching him behind. Try to maybe kick one ready into the house as well and open that side up.
インサイドアウトで投げて左に当てて右の石を押し入れてであっちをフリーにしとく。フリーにしとく感じ。最悪全部なくなっても悪くない。
Yuta Matsumura at 83%. Got off to a great start in the game, scoring 2.
Must be close.
I'll try and pin them all in and we'll lie 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Just hoping to get a bit more action off of that shooter so it doesn't sit as a centerline guard.
So China just need to be a wee bit careful here. The fact that Japan are lying 2, 3, 4.
So need to catch them a little closer together. Got too much of the wide one first.
因为我打起来，我一定要打这样来。对，危险。还是悬一个好一点。悬一个。就打点三分圈。
Draw around here to top 4.
或者全进去也没问题。
Lie 2 certainly put the pressure onto Japan.
就尽量就看就打点三分圈就行。
At the same time, it has to be careful with stone placement.
还那劲儿，
还那劲儿。
Yep, can't afford to leave a
那
double.
劲儿13.6。
啊，那劲儿没问题。
It's where the judging from the front end will be so important.
Low.
6就走。
5六可以走，
力量为主
5区有
啊！
点大，5区力量小点儿，
2力量为主。
下线，力量小，
2，
外线下线仓，
来哥，
下线仓头，
So past the guard.
一个人，啊，俩人。
力量。
6，我可以了。
And look at that switch of the sweep, just the judgment to go back and forth.
Great shot.
啊 OK。深了哈。
Did they get it in behind enough?
哦，他没有这个吧？他打定。
Pretty well buried there.
还得掉下。
Japan are two against.
下线，力
Look
量
at
小
these two go.
外线下线仓，
Wang Zhiyu on the left, and then they switch. Xu Jingtao goes tight to try and get that curl at the end.
力量。
6，我可以了。
Yeah, great awareness there from the sweepers.
And you could hear it and see it all the way down that they were calling for it.
So choosing to go for the raise double.
Make it for 4.
Absolutely. Even if they remove one of them, it's not a disaster.
Yuta Matsumura.
3，
Try to play this run double. Trying to get anything, nothing from the sweepers, and will get fortunate to cut it down. But it is a steal of 1. So China, their first lead of the game. Yuta Matsumura is not far off, but will clip that top one. And it is a steal of 1, 5-4. China with the lead.
我怕一会儿一下线带两条，帮就悠过去了。
先进行为主，因为
反正开始那一球还确实在这儿，
要不然停这儿的也是，
他也是
自己打，也是太好。
就一个
可以。
下楼 K。
China has put together great
正常带就行。
last couple of ends. They now have a lead. Well played 6th end.
可以，这个
Luke
带吧。
Coley, Rona Howie with the Pacific Asia Curling Championships. Shenzhen, China.
稍微下一点点。
可以下没问题。
OK，可以。
OK，
4秒5。
Just the start of the road to Beijing
了一点，就没有太滑。
for all these curlers trying to qualify their nations. It all begins here because the winner of this event gets straight to the World Championship and will then be playing for Olympic qualification points. And all countries other than China will need to qualify. They'll be there as the host nation. A little over 2 years' time. In the 5th end break, Soren Gran, coach says, I don't mind if we go aggressive, we try and get the steal. Well played end, really from both sides, and Yuta Matsumura was not far off of making that, and it could have been 3 or 4.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what this game's all about. Inches, millimeters.
6区2，
力量没问题，只是线路，
线路不用下，不用下。
没问题，非常好，非常好。
The difference of a scoreboard swing, a steal of 1 or a score of 4.
Yeah, and he knew what he could get out of that.
Go! Go!
To play that run. But has to rebound now, 7th end. And
absolutely, and it was, at least he cut out one of them, so it was only a 1. It'd been worse to lose a 2. So at least he's only 1 down with the hammer. Need to just try and set up the end again. Give himself a chance. But China will have other ideas. Their stone placement's been spot on here.
A little change of plans on that one. They go right around the excess weight.
极限6。4、5，有点小，
你看点，
过来看。
线路5区等线力量
5，
力量小点啊！2，
小，
线路非常好，掏2，go go go，
Want to get this one over. Look at how much it has to walk over still. Just a little short for Tian. As they catch their breath, we'll see what's going on in New Zealand and Hong Kong.
New Zealand lying 3. Jason Chang got a nose hit here to score 1.
Yup, hard. Hard.
Line looks pretty good.
Queen.
Yep, no problem. And Hong Kong get their 1, 8-3 after 6.
This way. Hack. Green. Hack. Green. Whoa. Green. Yes. Hack. Green. Whoa. Green. Whoa. Yes.
A little hit roll on the inside. Very nice. Keeps a good angle on that Yellowstone. So an early setup advantage for the Japanese.
Nice hit.
极限，
可以等。
线路 K 6区就行，6区就可以。
差不多好。
线路 K，先别着急掏，等线路。
等。
线路 K，
等
一等线。
下线吗？
力量可以。
还能等。
Trying to keep a good angle to that back, see if they can weld it on.
下线。
Oh, very nice. Good touch. Looking for a possible set up another steal. But they got in the 6th end, and this one wasn't far off. We talked about for Matsumura. Just wanted to curl a hair more. They would have scored 1 for sure. Maybe not got the double, but they were close to.
Yeah, the double was very, very thin off there. Yeah, a little bit. Could have got his 1.
So Japan here in the 7th peels that centerline guard.
The angles aren't bad there for Japan. Red onto the 2 yellows.
还是长线打掉。
你定了。
你去吧。快点。
我主要觉得他这个脚，你这脚他肯定冲。
Confab. Team decision here.
3垒第1个。
We've seen lots of team discussions already in this
他
game.
不敢打，我怕他下一个球他给他要打甩了。
他这么一打球，他肯定是头往这边肉。
我要再站一个呢。
Because those angles are good for Japan right now.
啊，
稍微偏这边点。
也行。
站他那
这么4
个。
号是定着。
他磕完之后，他头得甩回来，我再给你甩回去。
OK，那就再
我觉得可以再站一个，
因为太早，3垒第1个才。
其实我觉得到3垒第2个都可以再站一个，还是轻的情况下。
Well, I think it was to look at the angles of what they needed to do.
可以的。
可以的啊，3区2、3之间。
等等，
2区就行。
3区
要加油，要加油。
这可以，力量。
4-5，
4-5。
哇哇哇！
提线了。
哇哇！下线点。
等，力量，
往后，
力量别碰，别碰。
OK。
Oh, really nice.
OK。
力量有点大。
Sorry。
Just
可以。
你这个就是普溜子。
这普溜子
trying
太
to
普
set
溜
up
子
those
了。
angles.
今投げたやつに当たってくれるんだったら、それでもいいと思うけど。
良さそう。いや当たりそうだよね。見え方は。なんならうまく全部出そうだよね。
ちょっと当たってくれれば、ね。
The last few ends, China's stone
8
placements
ぐらいか。
really good. Forces Japan to make these errors.
後
And
ろの黄色ね。はい。黄色イエス。
はい。
play the big shots. Bob Burstall got the binoculars out, looking at the angles.
Yeah, always hard to tell because sometimes multiple stones will look similar and how they'll all react.
Yes, 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 hi, yes, yes. Whoa.
Well, that worked out very well. Keeps
Great
all
shot.
of theirs, gets rid of 2 of their opponent's stones.
The shooter rolling behind the corner was also key there. Great result.
Yes, yes, yes.
See them all fly here, trying to get all those yellows moving.
Whoa.
Nice.
That's how the dust settles after all that.
Whoa.
The double is missed.
OK。
So a good advantage now for Japan.
8秒5左右。
Here's all the scores. Session 14, Australia leading Korea 4-3. New Zealand 8-3 up on Hong Kong. We're 5-4, China leads. Chinese Taipei over Kazakhstan, the same score. Qatar 7-2 over Nigeria.
We saw this part of the ice earlier on, running fairly straight. Caught both teams out. A nose hit double here would leave Japan lying 3.
Yes, yes, whoa, yes, whoa, yes, whoa. Yes, yes, whoa.
Well, try to make sure of the double. Right on the nose, makes those 2 go away.
Nice shot. Nice. Yes, yes, whoa.
Ron, I'm sure you've seen it a number of times. You set up all your angles, one shot. You hit it perfectly, as we saw here by Japan. Can't make your shot, and you're chasing to get out of the end.
Absolutely, and China were lying well. I mean, they come in to just freeze the yellow. They probably needed to just play a back ring tap back there to give separation between the stones and leave the yellow always jamming on the red. But hindsight's a wonderful thing. You know, that's how you learn from these situations. And
3秒可以擦点啊，
I'm
3
sure
秒偏
the
小
coach
点
will discuss
，3秒
this
偏小，
after the game.
偏小，3秒偏小，嗨，至于停线。
Trying to just bunch those stones up as close as possible, get a mistake out of Japan.
喂，
来打啊！我来找俩。
少量。
Japan don't need to do anything too clever here. They were looking at playing the other hand and rolling, but they've just played down here with a straighter hand. They know exactly what the ice does.
9秒でノーズ。
We want to lie 3 at the end of this.
If you remember 2 ends ago, Yuta Matsumura rolled out with his first similar spot, threw his throw through in the same spot, and he watched it the entire way down to see what it was doing.
It's exactly the same place they've just played the double. And And they took center stone.
後ろは大丈夫
They took edge of the stone for this one.
And they actually got on the call so they wouldn't jam on that back one.
With Shimuzu stone, they gave center ice, center of the stone, and they hit on the nose. But there, he took off the edge of the stone.
3秒，正常。
我感觉稍微涩点，是吧？
但是这边还是飘掉，
It's a big mistake for Japan.
啊，3秒 ，OK， 再来点。
Still a chance of scoring 2 though. But big opportunity lost.
3秒可以差点啊
！3秒
，3秒可以差点啊！哦，志宇，下切，下切，志宇，
Trying to get this
可以往这
one
边擦擦。OK。可以往这边甩，
hit, and I'm sure China in the send, if they can just give up the 2, they'll be
这边甩。
quite pleased, which
Yeah, I think they'll be quite relieved. Because it was looking like a 3.
10秒だ。
eyes locked in.
10半
Yuta Matsumura.
10半 Clean Line's good Yes
Yes.
Line's good Clean Yes
Yes.
Yes
As the hit can roll to anywhere in the rings in order to get their 2. And Japan bounces right back. They get a 2 spot in this 7th end. So a 6-5 lead over China. 3 ends remaining.
悪かった俺のアックも今ぐらい 11?
アックいいと思うよ。
End number 8 begins. Japan didn't take long to try and wrestle the lead back. They do just so with a deuce in the 7th end here at the Pacific Asia Curling Championships 2019. Inside the Shenzhen Universiade Center. And if you're Japan now, a 1-point game with the lead in the 8th end. Are you going steel, force? Don't mind playing it open. How aggressive are you?
Yeah, I think you'll see Japan being fairly aggressive here. They won't want China to score their 2 at the 8th. Whereas China will be going for it so they can score their 2. But Japan would also love to force one here.
Kosuke Aita. Centerline guard slides into the rings as we compare the leads. 82%, not much to choose between either.
Ixie pixie, as we say. Both having a strong game.
Oh,
whoa.
Oh. Free.
Yeah.
Whoa.
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 下线。
Whoa.
下线。
放问题，放问题，放问题。
大，劲儿太大。OK。
Sorry, sir.
OK。
So Stone went into the house. Trying to play the hit, rolled out, was unable to hold the shooter.
Try
ideally Japan wants to put this short.
もうちょい曲がりたいから。もうちょい曲がりたい。
鉄側。イエス。鉄。はけるならエースだ。はけるならエース。はけるならエース。そのまま。イエス。15.5。
Well, the guard leaves a sliver open, enough to make a play.
Yeah, definitely. Play a down weight. Even if they hit and roll over to the wing. Change Japan will have to play for it, not come around the guard. I don't know if he's past the guard. Oh, sweepers. Just couldn't hold it.
Zhu Xiang was right in front of us, hopping up and down, hoping for it to get by.
It's one of these ones, though, look, you've got to get either or, the shot or the guard. But I think he thought it was past.
Pair of the seconds an advantage. Tian Jiafang. Only 2 hits on the game. Has the advantage. Japan, though, the advantage in the game, and they're going to put another guard out in front. We'll look over Hong Kong taking on New Zealand. See, not a lot of red in there, just the yellow.
Yeah, an open draw. 4-6 for Scott Becker's New Zealand side. Doesn't need to negotiate round any guards.
Whoa. Look up. Hey. Whoa. Don't put it through the hole.
Saying don't go through the hole. Use the backing. Oh.
Don't put it through the hole.
Nobody from Hong Kong there to sweep it. It's a bit of an error.
Don't put it through the hole.
But it was there, so they do get the 6-14-3 up. And over one more over on sheet A. Australia leading Korea 4-3.
And Australia lying 1 in the forefoot. Korea going for a raise here. Does make contact. Is it enough? It's not.
Jammed on that back.
Yeah, left Australia lying 1. So a big steal there for Australia. They take the lead 5-3. Really unlucky for Korea. Did make contact, but just unlucky to jam.
Yeah, in Australia, they're 3-4. So they're not out of it yet. They see New Zealand, who's in 4th place, leading their game. Try and stay close to them heading into the last couple of games. And Australia will play Nigeria in their last game. New Zealand against Kazakhstan.
So China trying to get this second counter in behind cover. To build up their 2. Really nice come around.
掉真大呀！
我是跋山涉水的在这儿跨湖玩呢。
好球，好球。
给。いいと思う。この辺。割と離れてんだっけ？
こんなもん。
意外と近い。
Going for the raise on the guards.
And get the one in the house. Look at the double run back.
Really nice.
Two sides have come up with some key shots when needed in this game.
Yeah, and China, you know, although they want to try and get their 2 here, they don't want to be forced to take their 1. So if it's not looking like a 2, they'll want to blank it.
Gotta make this double takeout first. Can they get it out? That's the key. Tries, but not quite enough.
So Japan now in a great position to go for the force.
We see the third numbers advantage China there as well. But Japan's made some, they've had some misses, but they've made some real big key shots in this game that really led to the setup of multiple scores. They have 3 of them in the game.
Yep, stats are only a guide. It's making the key shots at the right time. Really want to keep this in. Yeah, great shot there.
And having a spot to looking like a force as we compare fourth stones. 77 to 66 from Yuta Matsumura.
踏板，打俩吗？
奔往里甩吧，这就奔2分打。
好，往里呗，往里甩。你得10、11面吧？10去发了。11。
点放哪
？1点。
Trying to get things away from the corner, maybe get a rollout, a break. Try and make sure they can score here. Scoring is not the end of the world to tie the game up in 8.
两个。
Oh, try and make the double. Look at that, even better. Just clips that one. Didn't think that was a possibility.
Yeah, really well judged past the guard and lost the 2.
我那个劲儿他就能下来，就是我上你一直擦那个，这个也将人贴边过了。没。
Zhu Xiang comes up with the quiet double takeout. So China looking at it now on the scoreboard. Do make that shot. Could they take 1 anyway?
Depends how desperate they are to score at the 8th end. What their game plan is here.
Well, Yuta Matsumura, they're on it right out of his hand. Can he get by the guard? He won't. And a miss, so look at that swing, the quiet double. And 2 out of nowhere for China available. Don't need to have the discussion about taking 1.
There's a big error there from Japan.
Get that one going out of his hand.
Yep, he must have started it, and the sweepers tried to hold it the whole way. He could have been in the wide side and just split it out. He didn't need to be too cute there to the guard. So he Japan spent the whole end trying to force one, and now all of a sudden China can score two.
And a open draw to the rings. Back and forth. Here in this game and in the 8th end. Has to hit the house here with this one. Needs to stop in the rings. It keeps going. Will it stop? And it uses all of 12 feet of those rings to get the second point. Doesn't matter, goes on the scoreboard. That's 2 for China. And they wrestled the lead away from Japan. 7-6 after 8.
下楼 K，
有点猛，可以等，
等一等，
我感觉力量好像有点猛。
得放到底，
别碰了。
A shocking end to that 8th end. It was looking like throughout Japan had it all set up.
No.
Set it in a few ends. Make one shot, get a half shot from your opponent. Just like that. Skips deuce out of nowhere. Play the 9th end. That first don't slides into the rings. Surprised Japan doesn't go hit it.
Yeah, so what's Japan's game plan here? Blank the 9 and take 2 and 10?
Well, you'd think if they were going to blank this 9th end, you would hit the first stone in the rings.
Yes.
14.5
收可以没事。
下楼 K，
差不多。3还得等一等，
还得等，
等，
还行吧。
3区没问题啊，等
等先，没问题啊，等先，
下线带，
Yeah.
等
So Japan maybe wanted to try and get their 2 here,
下线，
and they're happier playing the last end 1 up without.
好
，OK，顾 C B， 好这。
So centerline guard, try and put a little chip, try and roll off to a corner. He can't remove this guard. Well, they're trying to and just graze it, doesn't catch enough. We'll slide over, look at Australia, up 5-3 against Korea.
And Australia lying 1 at the side of the forefoot. There is a potential double here. Kim Chang-min. Does it get the back one out? It doesn't, but it is enough to score 2 to tie the game. They're just having a look at the 3rd shot. Yep, just a 2, so it's a tied game.
It was close. Those are tough because you're thinking you spill it far enough, you could score, bring those biters in, at least for 3, maybe 4, possibly 5 if there was another biter. Australia dodges a bit of a bullet there. Here, Japan's trying to open things up. Get everything off of the center line, gets it out of the rings. Look at that. Seen so many of these this game from Tanita and Shimizu. Look at this clearing shot. Gets both those guards. Gets the one in the rings, and it rolls out.
So they have got the corner guards in play, Japan, if they want to use them. China would dearly love to force a one here. The Peel's coming home with a hammer.
没问题，没问题，没问题，没问题。可以，等等，还行，差不多了。可以了，可以了，行行行，哇吼，快点。OK， 过水。4K 分钟呢，估的水分。
这还行啊，这样。
嗯，还行，
还行，
能擦住。
06、4、5、ラインはいいよ。欲しいよ。ラインはいいか。ライン付け。ライン付け。ギリギリ4、5。ライン付け。
Although they have those guards out in front, they got to try and get something around it. Be the first in.
ウェイトだけ。もう曲がりすぎてる。
Yeah, really nice. Come around from Tanita. Is there a hole? I don't think so.
And I think even if it was, there may be just a hole. They probably aren't playing at this stage. The freeze is a pretty good shot.
Yeah. Changing the line though.
OK， 可以吗
？OK。
OK， 那边。
那我来。
说点点，有点直。
And in China's thoughts at this stage, even if they do lose a 2 at this end, they're only 1 down with the hammer. So they won't be too bothered about losing a 2. Ideally, they do want to force a 1.
正常，正常到了。
李岩，
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm gonna try and stick this one, and we'll miss it.
Okay.
And leave it guarded.
是，我取鞋套去。好，还至于一会儿不。
Be tempted to try and draw another one in behind it.
Yeah, because that raise looks very tempting again.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Come on! Okay,
Nana.
You draw the open side and China go for the raise and nail it spot on. If you're Japan, then you're in a bit of trouble.
Yes. 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 もうちょいだ。もうちょいだ。もうちょいだ。もうちょいだ。もうちょいだ。もうちょいだ。Nice tip.
I like to just go to the open side. Help to try and secure their 2.
13.6。
正常大，小。正常大，收点
Ideally,
点。
they wanted to take it a bit further back so that this roll wouldn't be so easy for China. Still quite a long roll.
正常大点啊。
1、2、2、插头，加分 ，go！
Trying to jump it across. Only get it to the forefoot.
好呀。
这也太背了。
啊。
So Japan will hit and roll with this one.
You don't want to roll behind cover, roll to the open on this one?
Yeah, roll back out to where they were, that side of the...
Yes! Yes! Yes!
The danger with trying to roll in if you roll back T. Oh, this one is pulling.
Will it stick around? It actually rolls too far. Been caught. on that side numerous times in the game.
So it means that
打那啥劲儿？大力吗？刚才老三。
China can
老三
look
那
at
个
this raise
那
again.
个正常大一
腚
点
可以稍微掉下来一点点，完甩回去。
啊，
稍微直一点。
不太掉。
什么力量？但老三我瞅有点往上掰
If
一
they
点。
can stick this right back,
你是什么劲儿？
大力吧。
大力。
Japan could be forced to go for their one here.
So skip stones here, 9th end.
口空，帮扭，帮扭偏小点，力量偏小点，不，力量偏小，Come on, son.
Wow, look at that roll too. Tucks underneath the overlapped guards.
Yep, that was always the danger.
有点放大。
Look over Kazakhstan against Chinese Taipei. 9th end to play.
Chinese Taipei line 2. Abele can Zuzbe skip for Kazakhstan. He's playing the hit with a wee check inside. Perfect shot. Score of 1 for Kazakhstan. All tied going into the 10th. This is a real key shot for Japan. They need to be behind cover. Yuta Matsuura is looking slightly concerned there.
One they could have taken a little bit deeper to have room for 2 stones to get shot stone.
China wild one on top. Forcing Japan to take that one.
过了站位就下线。我还是
Guess
磕那
they're
个
going to actually be moving this one back with the ice here.
可以。
Lots of room past the guard to get at it.
13秒。
差不多。
And all from Shimizu rolling out. Had the chance to lie to. Rolled out and then a great raise.
力量可以。
哇
哇，嗨，哇
哇
哇，力，哇，
下线，
制约，制约。
二。
Well, gets to it actually fairly easy. Rolls away to lie 2. And where is he? This side of the 4-foot spot where Matsumura, his intern, has rolled out on a couple.
你看我看墙好像挺那啥。
你也我走线了，我准备啊。
Final shot here. Hit and stick to score 1 and tie this game up. And no problem. Hits, sticks in the 4-foot. And we are all square. 7-7. Heading to the 10th. China with the hammer.
还能放一放。
It's the first time a force by China forcing Japan to take a single point. Leads us to a 7-7 game, and now Kosuke Aida need to get these centerline guards out in front. It is session 14, the Pacific Asia Curling Championships. Luke Coley here with Rona Howie. Haven't seen a lot of these scenarios where the tick shot is coming into play. Trying to chip it just a little bit. Pushes it off to the side, leaves that shooter in the ring, so one successful tick shot.
Such a difference to the whole end when the lead can make these shots. But with the new 5-rock rule, Japan have got that extra chance to get cover up.
Well, here in session 14, Australia, Korea all tied up in the 9th end. New Zealand winning over Hong Kong. We're tied up in the 10th. Chinese Taipei, Kazakhstan also tied into the 10th. And Qatar defeats Nigeria 14-3. Qatar gets win number 3. Wang Jiu this time can't get this one to come over enough. Looks like the long guard still too early to make a play into the ring.
Yeah, in a situation like this, when they just need to steal one, you want as much cover out front as possible, build up the end. Once you've got the double guard, you can make that play around if you've got them. If not, it could be a case of waiting to the skip stones.
Here's a look at the standings. New Zealand, with that win, has qualified for the playoffs. So 4 teams into the playoffs decided. The seeding, not yet. We know that New Zealand probably be the 4 seed, but depends on what happens in this game as well.
Yeah, well, Australia, if they're having a close game.
See some of the teams that are off the ice watching the rest of session 14.
Yeah, Australia potentially could get up if they win here and win tomorrow, but on ranking, New Zealand beat Australia.
Tiebreak comes down to.
So they get the qualification place.
But could do Japan a favor, and Japan wins this one, and Korea wins. It gives them a better chance to get that 1 seed.
Whoa!
Trying for the double peel, and we'll go through the hole. And another one out in front. Japan will be patient here. Put another guard. Put another guard, and then what point do you make your play into the rings?
The outturn draw is now blocked with that. Well, not blocked because it's a long guard, but you could still come round it. But I think Japan just keep putting another long guard up here. Don't want to leave a double peel.
Actually, real alert to know that if you go to that spot, you can't really play the double peel because of that yellow stone out in front. Peel the lower one, then you draw around. There's a lot more separation between the guards and the stone in the house.
Okay.
So the clean peel of that tight guard. Just biding their time until they make a play in the rings.
Yeah, these guards are still quite long.
Still want this one out a little bit so that there's no double peel. You over curl this, the double peel is available.
Yep, that's really well placed there. Because if China now clear the top one, that's a good guard there to come around.
Go. 只要过那个就没问题。踏板。行，我觉得可以先打赢了。
Sheet A, Australia and Korea, 5-5.
Yep, and Australia in trouble here, facing 4 Korean counters. 2 in the 4 foot, which is a backing. Dean Hewitt can draw up to the face of them, to the button.
Line's good. Yep, can't hurt it. We got backing. Come on, come on.
Sweeper's working this one really hard. He has to be right up.
Come on, go, go, go. Oh, you got.
3 sweepers now in this. Can they get it there? No, not. But they do count 3, out count 3 of them, so it's steal of 1 for Korea. They take the lead 6-5 into the 10th end.
Not a bad position.
It must be hard for Australia. Look, they've now seen New Zealand win. They know they can't make the top 4.
Still want to try and put it is tough. You're going to try and put on a strong finish. We saw that. Japan has called their timeout.
But I think as well for these teams, it's, you know, if you're in the top 4 in the men's, you want to finish. First will get to the World, second and third get to the World qualification event in Finland. So you want to be in those places. So Australia have just seen that they've lost that option.
So what are you thinking? If you're gonna bury, you gotta over bury, right? Get it to there. Yeah. If you go up high, you allow him to get in first, which he might do, right? You don't want to have to go this way. That's going to be hard. That's hard, right? So I like there. If he comes in after you, then you can even just take this side away and let him have this side, right? So I like full 4 foot, completely buried in between those 2, right? And then maybe just guard it. Guard it afterwards. Second shot, right? Make it good. Yeah, make it good. He double peels, Guard? Tight or in. Even second shot, maybe. Right? Okay.
そうだね。
広げなかった鉄。
いやこれで多分最後コースケを向こうに押し込める
距離伸ばしたら本当にこっちまで来ちゃうかもしれないぐらいだと思うんだよ。
基本は安だね。多分そしたら。
重かった？いや。
So try and make this one good.
さっき言ったのと
最後は止まると思う
See
よ。
what China does.
さっきこっち。
This one comes in the forefoot. What does China do? Do they chase after him? Do they rip the front?
こっちドロー投げた人はあれと同じぐらい。
滑りは同じぐらいだと思う。
Yeah, as you said, these guards are pretty long. Even if you're around them buried perfectly, it is quite easy to come around and tap back.
Well, probably need a miss out of China here in this 10th end to try and win the game.
Lines get.
Lines get. Go.
Lines get.
ちょっと待ってよ。ラインワンよ。
Yes. Lines get. Lines get. Lines get. コースケ。
オッケー。
コースケ。
ウェイトだけだ。ウェイトだけだよ。
Well, they want it full forefoot, splitting those two guards, and
14.1。
they come out the other side a little bit.
Yeah, really good draw round. You could almost come round the yellow guard on the out turn
你清这个的话，反正
and tap that back.
他有
Because the guard is so long.
你看如果
But it's whether China want to get embroiled in that or whether they just play the clear shot.
他卡也就卡这面，
Go
他
to
这面那
textbook
个
curling, open up the front.
打掉了，打掉就完事儿。清一个就行，让他站那儿呗。
但是好像是黄的挡，主要挡那红球。这清这个。
负一个球，我去！
清一个行，要清黄的吧，
没
清一个得漏一半。
你要清，反正是得清俩，就清一个。
So I've elected to go after the ones out in front.
要不然最后一打呗。
对。
可控啊，可控可以小点。
二
一，
注意全力，全力。
OK。
So peel the front.
好的。OK。
大家投那个14秒。
啊，他在投14秒01，我掐。
As the coach said, force him to go to that out turn.
That out turn shot is there. That yellow guard is so long. I would like to see him come right in. Leave him that draw to the button. Come further in so the draw is harder.
Yeah, well, it's played out the way they wanted. They've got themselves in a good position. Even top part of the house. Really trying to take both turns away if you can.
近そうだ。ちょっと外目にいる。4、コースケ、クリーン。
Just played it, so they need this one.
ラインだけ。ラインだけ惜しい。
Gotta try and suck this one over. Really got to work it to get that late curl. Right in, the intern taken away.
It's too high in that. You can still draw around that.
14秒5没问题。
14秒5就行。
不是13秒5。
So would have rather seen it go splitting center line if it is, or on the other side of center?
Yeah, but it's that way. You don't want to come too far to leave a double.
14秒。
So you've got to say, well, what do you want to leave him? The draw, the hit, you know, any has basically asked a question. Draw the button for the win.
Well, it all comes down to this 7-7 game. Final shot. Need this on the button. Nora looking 13.5, 14.
Yep, 13.5, 14, pretty close. So this is hanging wide at the moment. Plenty of rotation on it. Is it going to come enough? Here it comes.
Does it get a little piece of it? Get a redirect? Slow it down enough? Does it stop in the forefoot? It still goes too far, and Japan steals away the win. What a finish. It just about took enough off, but it's the win for Japan. They steal the win, keep first place alive with one session remaining. Well, Bob Ursel came down, they called the timeout. Played it out the way he wanted. Got the mistake and the win.
Way to avoid the rock.
And another final. Chinese Taipei beating Kazakhstan 7-5. A head and roll out from Randy Shen.
Good job.
Sealed the victory. So just one game left on the ice this evening's session. Australia versus Korea. Playing the 10th end. Korea 1 up. Australia have last stone.
Go, 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 go! Good shot, good spot.
We're down to skip stones. A great shot there. Kim Chang-ming throws the red Australian stone.
Here. Yep. What? Well, if
So
we
Australia need 2 to win, 1 to tie.
Are we getting there first?
They have 2 stones left at this end.
So this. If he ever shows me a half rock, I got a half weight hit for 2. Okay. Okay.
So Dean Hewitt throwing last stones. Just 24 years of age.
Just one T-line, guys.
Well, guys.
Tons of room.
Well,
Wants to just freeze on top of this Korean stone. Butt sweepers right off this. It's looking heavy. Sails right through.
Jeez. Sorry. Jeez. I got. Sorry.
So Kim Chang-ming can come around this guard, lie 2, make it very difficult for Australia to score 1.
Line's good. Room.
일단 웨이트부터 끌어가.
Line's good.
Line's good.
일단 웨이트.
Easy.
클리해.
Easy.
클리해. 여기.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa! Clean! Reach ball! Line's good! Line's good!
They want to leave this top tee, so there's nothing to freeze on. Lovely shot. Completely guarded. Just leaves the button. Dean Hewitt knows what he has to do. Calling a timeout, but they don't really need it. It's just to give them some extra time on the clock. So there you can see the yellow completely guarded. Australia have to be on the button for the 1 point to tie the game and go to an extra end. So last stone of this 10th end.
Right on the lid, boys.
Right on the button. It must
Line's
be.
nice. Line's nice.
Can afford
Need a
to
piece
even
of
chip
button.
off.
Line's
Korean
perfect.
stone.
Yep.
Sweepers are saying there's plenty
Hard,
weight.
yep. Hard.
Hard, guys!
Hard.
Come on!
Have they lost it?
Hard! Go, 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 go!
Hard.
Go, go, go!
They have.
Is it?
Is it? It's close. Gosh, they lost that one.
Really good.
Didn't anticipate the swing, and oh my goodness, it's coming to a measure. Exciting times at the end of this game. Will we go to an extra end? Or won't we? Stay tuned to find out. Australia looking very despondent. They know they had that.
Close enough, though.
A sweeping error there.
How close it could be.
They get on a second layer.
Comes down to the measure, and Japan's also a close watcher this one, knowing that changes the way it could shape out after round robin play. But there's still one more session.
Wait, have a look. I guess I'm biased.
Gonna have a look. Watch the umpire.
Almost seemed with body language
Pretty
that Korea
yellow.
thought that they were.
Yes, and also Australians' body language that they weren't. No pressure, umpire.
It is yellow for Korea. If it's yellow, Korea wins. If it's red, it goes to an extra end. And it is yellow, so it's a single. It's a win for Korea, 7-5. Sweeping error costs Australia in this 10th end. Korea comes back 2-8, 1-9. Steele in 10, and the win. They remain unbeaten at this year's Pacific Asia Curling Championship. Our featured game, Japan-China, was as billed, entertaining curling throughout this game. How did it play out? Well, let's take a look. 7th end. And an opportunity. It was a chance for 3, looking like for Japan, but a rollout by Matsumura. He'll settle to try and get 2. And the Japanese skip right on the nose, sits on the button to get their 2nd point, retake the lead. 9th end, China lying 2. Yuta Matsumura has to play the hit, take the single point to tie the game up. No problem there for Team Japan to tie this one up. Tie game in the 10th end. All comes down to this, a well-played end. Both sides. Zhu Xiang needs to draw the forefoot. Not a lot from the sweepers as it nears that corner guard. On it, get a little rub. They get the little rub to take the weight off, but not enough as it will slide by. And Japan steals the win against China here in session 14. The other scores here in session 14, Korea comes back to beat Australia 7-5. Well, New Zealand beats Hong Kong 14-4. Our game was on sheet C 8-7, Japan win. Chinese Taipei 7-5 over Kazakhstan, and 14-3, Qatar defeats Nigeria, which leaves one round-robin game left for the men. All 4 playoff teams are set. Positioning still to be determined with Korea on top. Well, China and Japan, we could have seen a rematch of a semifinal. They both sit at 7-1. New Zealand at 5-3 is the 4 seed. Chinese Taipei 4-4. 3-5 for Australia and Qatar. Kazakhstan 2-6. Hong Kong 1-7, and then Nigeria rounding out the field at 0-8. Congratulations, what a win. Talk us through the strategy in that 10th end.
10エンド目の戦略を教えてください。
最後に相手にドローを投げさせたかったので、そう投げさせるような形の作り方をしました。
The plan was to make them draw with their last shot, so it was all about setting that up to demand a final draw.
And with that win, still a chance, first place, how big would that be for you if you guys can get first out of round robin?
その勝ちで1位で通過の可能性があります。その1位で通過はどのぐらいの大事でしょうか。
1位で通過することは決勝に向けてすごく気持ち的にも楽になるのでいいことですけど、まだ1試合あるのでちゃんと勝たないといけないかなと思います。
Winning, coming through in first position would be a great thing. It would feel really great, but we still have one more game to play, so it's a little early to think about that.
Congratulations, best of luck.
Thank you.
Well, a big win for Japan over China. We have one day of round robin play left here at the Pacific Asia Curling Championships.